always like that.
He is?
Is he? I think he was like that day.
Was he like that then?
He was wearing something.
Who's in a red Ferrari shirt?
Hi Josh, come on in. Just thought we'd have a party today. I'm Sandra Houston, I'm the captain here. You're getting a pleasure to meet you. Appreciate you guys coming in. Why don't we go in, we have a little briefing room and have a couple of officers. Is the officer who investigated the crash, is he here? He's not here?
Man, you gotta learn how to use that thing. So you're ready, okay? For the next one.
It's very strange looking knife. And then you just push that.
Just give a little bit of background. Back on March 9th, unfortunately, you know, I'm sorry, I forget your name.
Oh, Tim.
Tim was involved in a pretty bad crash where his vehicle caught on fire, and we have a couple of the guys who literally saved his life that are here today. And so in 21 years, I've only been able to have the honor of doing this twice. And so this is one of those rare acts of where people really take the time to kind of get involved. And unfortunately, it seems like in today's society, you know, a lot of people just don't want to do that. And so it gives us a great opportunity when we do have people that, you know, they put their own lives at risk. We do it every day, but a lot of the general, you know, citizen population, a lot of times they don't. So I know that everybody in this room, we're extremely appreciative of what you did, and I know Tim is extremely appreciative. So, you know, it's kind of an honorable thing. Matter of fact, if you can give me one more hat, I'll give one to Tim.
All right. Sounds good.
But we have a couple of little awards, little certificates, and then we'll wait until your dad gets here, because I'm sure he probably would like to see it. But let's see. You just met Manuel today, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Talked on the phone. Oh, that's how I knew he was in there after.
And then I was like, well, who's the owner of this car, the vehicle? And nobody answered, so that's how I was like, all right.
I tell you what you guys did is huge. I mean, it really is huge.
Thank you.
And I mean, like I said earlier, this is a true pleasure for everyone in this room, especially for all of us that wears a uniform, to have. I mean, it is truly an honor for us to recognize you guys today. Because just a lot. Oh, is he coming? Okay, all right.
You want to get up?
You want to get another chair? Now, what do you do?
I'm a student.
You want an application? Get him an application.
Yeah.
I got disqualified.
You did?
Color deficiency.
Oh, yeah.
I did it when I was like 20, 21 or something.
That's a true appreciation, because these are guys that are able to go home to their families and have dinner.
Yeah.
And if you put it in those real terms, I mean, it is.
Yeah.
It's a strange knife, though. Be careful, you can cut yourself. It's an engineered knife.
Oh, wow.
It's pretty cool.
Very nice gift. Very nice of you.
Be careful.
Did you buy one for yourself?
Yeah. I collect knives.
Did you?
No,
First of all, my name is Sandra Houston, and I'm the commander here at the office. And if you kind of look around, we have a lot of our officers that are here. Our Lieutenant Glenn Dominguez is here. The officer, Alex Valera, who actually investigated this collision here. But, you know, for us, this is really an honor to have a couple of success stories here. One in terms of the actual individual is actually here to kind of play a little bit of thank you to the folks who saved his life. But for us, it really is something special to know that besides those of us who have a uniform, that, you know, we signed up to do something that you guys did, and even a lot of us don't have the opportunity to sometimes do that. But this is a real special event. And let me just kind of read you. I know probably most of you, in terms of your family members, you've kind of told them the story, but on March 9th of this year, at approximately 12:45 hours, Sean, Manuel, and Joshua, in some way their lives connected, whether they were involved in a collision or they were there at those moments to save someone. So basically a multiple collision occurred, and after the traffic collision, several of you noticed that the other involved vehicle was engulfed in flame. In this case, it was your vehicle, Tim, right?
That's right.
That was engulfed in flames. And without the quick action, and really if I can just have Manuel, Joshua, and Sean come up front a little bit and just stand up here. Yeah. No, you don't want this to be your eulogy, trust me, buddy. I've been to too many funerals. But I mean, I'll tell you, in 21 years that I've been on this job, and if you look around the room and you start adding up all the years that every one of us has been here, as I said earlier, this is truly a rare event for us to be able to have the honor and the privilege to do this. And because of the heroic acts that Joshua, Manuel, and Sean participated in, Tim is here to celebrate this occasion. And Tim, who did you come with?
Myself, my wife and baby are sleeping right now.
Okay, but you have a wife and a baby.
I've got a 2-year-old.
And as I said earlier today, I really hamper my guys to do a couple of things. And one is to really go out there and provide a good level of service. But one is to aggressively go out and seek the seatbelt violator. And earlier today, you said that if you had not had that seatbelt on, that you definitely wouldn't have been alive. But more importantly, you wouldn't have been alive if these guys hadn't have been there either.
Absolutely.
So really, we want to celebrate a couple of things. The fact that you have that seatbelt on, hoorah.
All right.
And these guys. So really,
I'm a hero too.
what I want to do is we want to just kind of honor you guys. We're going to actually honor Tim with a hat. We don't give these out very often. I want you guys to know this. So this is actually our official hat that we wear on the department. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you very much. And then I'm just going to read one of these as I was starting earlier. On March 9th at approximately 12:40 hours, and then in this case I'm going to say, Sean, you were involved in a multiple vehicle collision northbound I-5 south of Crown Valley Parkway in the city of Mission Viejo. After the collision, you noticed that one of the other involved vehicles was engulfed in flames and the driver was unconscious. You rushed to the vehicle and extricated the helpless driver from the burning vehicle with the assistance of 3 other citizens. You and the other citizens performed this act of heroism, sorry guys, without regard for your own safety, clearly saving the life of the driver. The victim survived the incident, in this case Tim, and was transported to the hospital. On behalf of really the California Highway Patrol and really every single person in this room who works for this office, we take great pride in presenting you this Commander's Commendation for this extraordinary act. So thank you very, very much for your involvement. We appreciate it very much. Manuel, for you, thank you very, very much. Joshua. Hey Tim, you want to speak and then I'll film you?
Yeah, please.
What, is it still filming now?
It is, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I just want to say the obvious things. I want to thank God for the opportunity, really, you know, for life and putting me in this situation. You know, I mean, the response from everybody was, "Wow, this has been such a traumatic experience," but really, it's been a very positive experience. Even from the very beginning, you know, as soon as I knew I was alive, I was worried about, was anybody else injured? And when I found out that I was the one who was the most injured, then it's okay, because I knew I was going to be all right. So thanks to these guys, I mean, the story, really, the whole story, I don't think anybody here individually knows the entire story. I pick up pieces of it because I've been hanging out with my new friends here, and I pick up little pieces of it here and there, and like, it's just a miracle, really. There's a lot of miracles involved in this entire event. So, you know, obviously I want to give my gratitude to these guys, and I want to note that there was actually another gentleman, an Iranian gentleman named Sohail Atari, who he wasn't involved in the police report because his car was blocking traffic and his girlfriend was worried, so they took off. But he emailed me later, and he was side by side with these guys as well. And I think maybe even a fifth person. But these, you know, the other thing I guess I wanted to say was that a lot of people will say to me, I can't believe these ordinary people did this for you. And I told them, no. The ordinary people were the people who stood back and held back and watched. These guys are extraordinary. And I just, you know, I just want to acknowledge that.
All right, well, thank you very much.
All right, thank you, everybody.
You guys want to say anything?
I guess not.
Oh, he lost to the one? No, this is the one. Oh. That's the knife that he cut with, but I got him this one. Alrighty, Phil.
I like collecting knives and stuff too.